Right guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have the null fight, and I'm sorry I didn't upload this earlier, but the game was down and then it was down again, and I had to practice on this dude because he's actually not that easy. He's kind of tough, so he puts a lot of armor breaks on you, and then the block damage, it hurts a lot. But let's talk about his nodes first. So the first node is power efficiency. So his specials cost 50% less power. So when he throws an SP2, he's gonna have an SP1, and if he throws an SP1, he's gonna have like half a bar of power. So that's really annoying because his SP1, it is very annoying because you gotta block it before, I think you gotta block one hit and then you can dex the other one, but we're gonna show you that. But he also applies something that's very annoying, and we're gonna talk about that too later. And the SP2 has so many hits, you gotta dex like crazy. It's like Immortal Abomination's SP1, but you can't avoid it, and that's what we're doing. And then he's got a node called Special Burst Lockdown. Whenever he activates special attack, we are inflicted with heal block and armor break, lasting 15 seconds. So RIP to the suicides again. Both of those fights, like the anti-venom and null fight, are not suicide friendly, so I had to remove them again for now. But yeah, then the third node, it's called Fracture Guard. So we gain a permanent armor break, reducing our armor rating by 15% when we block one of the defender's attack. So that's really annoying. And when we throw a special attack, we remove one of those armor breaks for each full bar of power we had. So if you have 2 armor breaks, you throw an SP2, you remove 2 of them. But yeah, this fight is all about armor breaks, man. But yeah, then he's got one more node. It's called Null Gain. So every 15 seconds, you can see that timer right there, the gray timer that we just reset. So every 15 seconds, we are inflicted with a passive power lock and a special lock, so we cannot get any power or throw a special. And if we throw a special, we reset that timer. So basically, you have 15 seconds to throw a special, or you're gonna have to wait the special lock and the power lock to just throw another one. It's lasting for 6 seconds, I feel like. And yeah, that's pretty much his nodes. But let's talk about his SP1. So his SP1, when he throws it, there is a timer on you, there's a debuff, and when it expires, you are inflicted with inverted controls, and he becomes unblockable and unstoppable for 2 seconds. But the reverse controls are lasting for a long amount of time. It's like at least 10 seconds. And it's really weird because, let's say he's throwing an SP2, you spam dex and then it can swap. So inverted controls can expire and then you can just dash in on his hit. And that's what we're gonna do in the next fight. This fight we're gonna get the solo with Hyperion, and why I chose Hyperion is because he's got a power gain. So you see those 3 debuffs that we have? Now we got 2. It's the second debuff that we have. It's right next to the timer. So for each one of those that we have, our power gain is reduced by 15% from basic attacks, not the power gain that Hyperion gets. And every 10 hits, you get one of those. And you remove one of those whenever you throw a special. So I would say magic is the best counter for this guy, but if you don't have a 5-star magic, at least a 5-star magic, and maxed out, you're not gonna get the solo, because you are power locking him, but you have so many of those debuffs and the cap is 8. And when you get above 5, you don't get any power, man. You get some power, but it's like you get nothing. And then he gets to an SP2 and SP1, and there goes the magic cycle. But yeah, it's not doable with 4-star magic. It is doable, but it's really hard to power lock him. Power lock him in the corner. And that's why Hyperion is great. You can just spam SP1 if you don't get rid of those. But this is how you deck the SP2. Right when he's about to dash at you, the second hit. So the first hit you avoid it right here, then right when he's about to dash you evade. And we choked a bit there, we blocked the first hit, but if you block the first hit it's easier to avoid the rest. So yeah, the second hit he dashes at you, right when he's about to dash, you dash back and then just spam Dex. And then you can go in when he slams that sword down. But now let's move on to the magic fight. We're not gonna get a solo here, we're just gonna show you how his SP1 works. So he's gonna throw it right here, and you can block the first of those projectiles and Dex all of them with one Dex. And that's how I did it. And then you can see that timer, that gray timer, it's about to expire. And when it expires, we have invert controls. And he became unblockable and solo for a bit. But how you stop this? It works like encroaching stun. So if this happens, you want to throw a special, and like when it is about to expire, you throw the special and the effect doesn't count. So it's like encroaching stun, where you throw a special right when it's about to happen, when it's about to expire, and you're good, man. You're not gonna get the invert controls, or he's not gonna become unblockable. So yeah, if he throws an SP1, you want to do that. But now let's move over to another fight with Vision. Vision is great because he's got Power Steal and Power Burn, but we're using the Captain America Infinity War synergy, and what that does, whenever they throw a special, we Power Burn all of their bars of power. So this guy is gonna have power when he throws SP1s or SP2s because he consumes 50% less power from them. And let's say he's about to throw like an SP2, he's gonna have a bar of power when he finishes the SP2, but with this synergy you power drain him. And I feel like this could be very helpful, but keep in mind this only applies on tech champions. So yeah, your Vision is pretty good for that too. But yeah, that's the synergy that we're talking about for Vision. It's right there. So tech champions drain 100% of the opponent's max power after the opponent uses a special attack. And I think this is such a great synergy for power efficiency. So yeah. And then we got some other champions that are pretty good for this. Dr. Doom, obviously he's great. He's got Power Steal, and also with his light attacks he can get some power, steal some power from there too. And then Magic, obviously she's pretty great. Hulkbuster can be pretty good with this, and if you use the Captain America Infinity War synergy, he could be even better. And then who else? Who else has good Power Steal? So both of those Visions are great, not the Vision Arcus, but the OG and the Age of Ultron are pretty good for this. And then yeah, pretty much anyone that has like Power Steal is good. But keep in mind that it's gonna be hard to get a solo if you don't have someone with power gain, because yeah, you're gonna get so many of those debuffs and you're not gonna get any power, man. But yeah, now that I see, even Guillotine can be nice. 2099, she's a tech, can use the Captain America synergy. And yeah, I'm really happy that I saw that synergy, because yeah, it's so good, guys. Like, he's always gonna have power after his specials. And both of his specials are kind of annoying. Like his SP2, if you block a hit accidentally because you're just spamming Dex, you don't know what's gonna happen. It's gonna hurt because you're gonna have like 30 armor breaks on you. But yeah, Dr. Voodoo could be good as well if you get the SP2 and Power Steal, Power Burn him. He could be very good. He's got the class advantage too, so he's one of the best options. Yeah, Dragonman too, he's got a power gain. And also, one last champion, where is it? It's a Mystic, Sorcerer Supreme or Symbiote Supreme. I feel like they're gonna be very good because they gain power, like you gain power with them without hitting the opponent. So it's pretty amazing. And also with Sorcerer Supreme, if you block a hit, you can have the regen unblock, and you can regen that back. So I feel like those are pretty good champions. They have class advantage too. But yeah, guys, I hope this video helped you. If it did, please give it a like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.